Let me show you how you can keyframe the cameras, because it's very, very easy. I can either keyframe the camera by going outside of the camera view, press on I, move forward for like frame 30, and then move it forward like this. I'm going to turn off snapping. But that's a very tedious way. That's a lot of guesswork. You don't have to do it like that. So let me show you a better way. So you can actually enter the camera view. And the way you can select the camera is by clicking on this border. So when this border lights up, you can click on it. And now I have my camera selected. Now, once your camera is selected, first of all, make sure you have the auto keyframe turned on. Go to keying, and we can keep location, rotation, and scale. But the scale of the camera doesn't matter. No matter if you change the camera scale, it's not going to change anything. So I can actually keep this as location, rotation, because we mainly want to change the location and rotation of the camera. So now again, I can press on I on frame 0, go to frame 30, and then click on Shift F or Shift tilde if you want to, and then move this forward. And now if I play my animation, because the camera moves forward towards the Suzanne monkey. And as you can see, we have a smooth movement, right? We have this smooth Bezier keyframe. Now, sometimes you want to do that with the camera, but mostly you want to keep the camera movement linear and elegant. And again, if you want to turn the keyframes to linear, we can hover over the timeline, press on A to select all of them, press on T, and then set this to linear. And now if I watch the motion, it's more elegant, it's more evenly distributed. Now let me show you a third way of moving around the camera. So the first way is by pressing either G or R. My favorite way is pressing Shift F and then flying. And the third way is actually pretty handy as well. So first of all, I'm going to turn off auto keyframing and delete all of these keyframes. Press on A, X, delete. Now I'm going to press on N to bring out the side panel. Click on View. And now I have an option here. It's called Lock. And then in the middle, I have Camera to View. So I can actually lock the camera to view. So what this means, if I click this, now if I move around the viewport, like I move around normally, for example, zoom in and zoom out, this basically moves around the camera like I would move around normally in the viewport. So if I do Shift Pan, zoom in, zoom out, scroll wheel and then rotate, or do these things, for example, hand, moving around, zooming in and out, or rotating and orbiting, it pretty much moves around the camera like you would move in the viewport. And some people actually find it handy. But I personally like to stick with Shift F method and then move it around like this. But if you like this method, again, press on N, go to view, and then enable lock camera to view, and then rotate around. But I usually like to keep this off, and I usually like to use the Shift F method. So that's it about the basics of the camera movement. In the future, we're going to jump into more advanced camera animations. But for now, that's all you need to do. So I'll see you in the next lecture.